My name is Shanoy Malone. I represent Antigua and Barbuda. I'm 16 years old and I've been sailing since I was 6, so it was about 10 years. My father and most of the people in my family had something to do with the ocean, and one day I just happened to see him doing it, and that inspired me to want to go and get it. And then he took me there one day and I just never stopped going. So this is my first World Championship in this class. I did do the Optimist Worlds in 2019. That was my last international event before this one. I spent a lot of time in the boat. I spent a lot of time in the gym. I went running. I did all the physical stuff. I also spent a lot of time, with my fellow sailors and my coach, just looking at the fundamental things of sailing and working on strategy, and gave us a set of guidelines to study just to help us throughout the racing. And yeah, that's pretty much how I prepare. If I'm going to be honest, it hasn't been my best week. Wasn't one of my better regattas. I went into it trying to see where I'd be at. I had expectations, obviously, but I really just wanted to see. And then going into the second day, after not my best performance, I let that get to my head, which was something I shouldn't have done. And it carried on for about 2 more days until I kind of snapped out of it. Unfortunately, we didn't get any racing in yesterday, so that was another opportunity that I missed out on to try and catch myself. But today I managed to do that. I got 2 top 10 finishes and out of 3 races, which is a lot closer to my expectations. It's actually where I wanted to be going into this regatta, and that kind of moved me back up the fleet in numbers a little bit. So I'm happy for that. I'm not really pleased with the entire event, if you'd ask me, but I tried. I came here wanting to not leave with any regret. Unfortunately, I don't think that happened. I do have some, but there's not much. It's not much. And I'll come again and I'll do better for sure.